Good evening. Anybody. See how everybody is this evening. I don't know what the time delay is actually, so that might be on any of the issues. That might actually not be 30 seconds. Almost there. No streaming on it. Issues of Twitch. It's just live on my system. No, apparently the time delay. I think it's like a minute. It's not very time delay. There we go, now we are live, apparently. It took that long for stream elements to come through. What are we at? 1 minute 30, wow. Hope that's not true. Good evening, anybody that's there. Welcome to Ginge Kitchens. We have literally just started. We haven't even really started, to be fair. But we are just starting, I should say. For anybody who's joining us, we are doing cottage pie and roast parsnips and giant Yorkshire puddings. Now I was going to do a dessert as well, however, I feel once I've eaten all this, I may not need a dessert. I'm not really big on desserts myself. Sorry, my coconut oil is frozen solid, it's been on the windowsill. Where I keep my sourdough starter. It's like the world's natural fridge for my actual sourdough starter. There's no point wasting money on sticking it in the fridge. By the way, if anybody wants to see how it's going, you can see the bubbles. Oh, the camera's off anyway. There we go. Let's keep this one. You see how active that is. All the bubbles in there. So, yeah, it's looking beautiful. Sing to it, you know. I'm joking, by the way. Don't sing to it. Though I probably should. Okay, let's send out some notifications because there's at least one or two of you that would be slightly upset, I think. Or at least one of you is waiting to see this. I haven't used them hubs before, so they're needing a little bit of an order. on, you. Last one. Oops. Oh, hello, hello, hello. Good evening, good evening. Welcome to the Ginger Kitchens. Okay, Miss Latte, looks like you're here. So, good evening, everybody. I've already put the potatoes on to boil, just to soften them gently so I can mash them. Sweet on to boil slightly, and I'm just about to start browning the mince. It says mince. There you go. Good evening, Ms. Latte. Yeah, I'm afraid it didn't seem to be that much time between streams when I start late in the morning, so definitely need to make sure that I start earlier on morning stream because, well, I just need to not be on the phone with my disc fan until 8 o'clock in the morning. How's it sound? Does it sound okay? Can you still hear me over the fan? Maybe you'll see me a little bit better as well. Yeah, that's fine. That's not a problem, Dylan. It's not a problem at all. I'm just browning the mince. I've just put all the vegetables in that we cut up earlier, just in the oven. Just literally just covered them with another butter over the top. Allow them to steam themselves a bit. Because once the sweet's done, obviously the sweet needs to go in with them. And then we can turn the oven up from 200 to 220. Get some heat in there. If you use big chunks of veg, yeah, it takes about 45 minutes, especially if it's going from cold. So if you imagine you did all this on the morning, you prepared it all and then you put it in the fridge. When you come back at night, it takes that a little longer to heat up. Whereas the meat is going to be warm and the veg is obviously already warm. So by the time it's finished, it'll only be about 25 minutes-ish. Maybe 35 minutes tops. It shouldn't take too long. It's heating the mashed potato up that takes the most time. Have you finished the work for the day? Can you still hear me alright, by the way? Oh yeah, it's definitely something you can do during the week. Like I said, if you were to say get up, I don't know how quick you are preparing food, but obviously if I wasn't on stream, that preparation of the food and everything to get this ready would have probably took me about an hour and a half this morning. So if you imagine you got up an hour and a half early in the morning and you did all your food prep and you stuck it all in the fridge, you've only got to come home and put it straight in the oven. Uh, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm just lightly browning up the mince right now. You're not really missing much. And I just did it in about 15 grams of coconut oil. I like coconut oil, it's very good, very healthy for you. It's not filled with fats. I know what I do though. Let's see if I can make this a little bit better for you. Let's see if I can move this down. I might be able to move all that properly. So let me take this over. So you can see what's going on. As you can see, I already had a spillage out of the pan. Potatoes just going soft, sweet, just gently softening, just browning the beans off. So like I said, nothing majorly exciting. I've also got the parsnips at the top of the oven. So they need to be pulled out in a minute. Oh, didn't like that heat bit. So they need to be pulled out because I need to roll them in the oil before they dry out too much. Which is why I'm trying to get this done quickly. So just bear with me, I'm going to put this back up here. Just turn that slightly. At least you can see what I'm doing. Turn that one down, turn that one off. Leave that one as it is, and a gentle simmer. Let's move this out of the way so you can still see the chat, just not as well as normal. My mouse out of the way. Already got 3 more of them this month. Don't need another one. Now normally I would use a spoon and ladle, I'd tip it up and I'd just pour it on the top of it. But I actually burnt my finger today putting it in the oven. Just glad it wasn't on live stream. So instead of burning my fingers again, I don't generally feel the heat, so I'll touch something and I don't notice I've touched it, especially when it comes to pans that come out of the oven. Keep an eye on everything else as well. Now you can use this like a multi-tool, just so you know, when you're in the kitchen. A little cool tip for you. Remember that all this food is going to be put on the same plate, and normally the people who are eating with you, as long as you're in a restaurant, obviously, they're just random strangers, aren't going to care about me taking this and dipping it in the potatoes, which is just water, because the next thing we do is put it back in this. It's not going to make any difference. So I'll serve up potatoes with it in a second, and I'll probably scoop the leeks out with it. And all that flavour, just added flavour, that's all it is. Now just remember, you don't have to do all this, you don't have to do the parsnips, you don't have to even put any meat in this if you just want to use just veg. Bearing in mind that the veg for this whole dish cost me less than £3. And I've still got lots left over. All the carrots and potatoes, everything that I've got left over. So we can do this again. Now the meat that I actually buy, I managed to get this on discount, and I managed to get 2 kilos of it on discount. So the actual meat probably only cost me £1 anyway. So I know that doesn't really help you, but the meat itself shouldn't cost a lot. You can figure that out from your local Tesco's or your local supermarket or store, depending on where you go. And it's just 500 grams of minced beef. That's all it is, just plain old minced beef. This I would normally, by the way, have beef dripping in here to do these. Big fan of beef dripping, love the flavour, love the way it coats and they get a nice crisp coating on them. But one, it's getting pretty hard to get hold of at the moment because of lockdown. Our butchers are closed, can't get good beef dripping. Can get it from Tesco's. Haven't tried it, I don't know how decent it is or isn't. But it doesn't look like beef dripping to me. It doesn't look like somebody's beef cooked over beef. It just looks like they took the fat and rendered it. It's pretty much, still tastes good, but you don't get that full flavour from the beef as well. It should look here like that. Separating slightly. Set some of the fat back on the other end. Yeah, so can't get hold of beef dripping in a minute, so that is just 10 grams of lard and 20 grams of butter, and then I'll just keep coating it, turning it, coating it, turning it. Just give it a nice flavour, rich flavour to it. Oh, we've got to ground our beef up. Okay, so that's it. We're going to deglaze the pan with the water from the Swede. I'm going to turn the pan down, which I thought I had, but I didn't actually turn it up. That's never a great thing. And normally, I would use an octo cube. However, I don't think I've got one. I think I ran out yesterday. Being all adventurous and eating food. But I have got some Bisto, so we'll go with Bisto for now. I don't like to do it this way, but it's better than nothing, and it's what most people have got in their cupboards, to be fair. And what you can do is, if you're doing it with vegetables only, you can make a stock with Marmite and dried mushrooms, and it'll be just as meaty, apparently. I can give it some validity to make this. Wow. I haven't used this in a week. Literally. Oh, there we go. Because it does give it a little bit of meatiness, and that's, undeniable. Especially with dried mushrooms, they are really, really nice. Literally, just going to dip the spoon in, wiggle it around. All I'm putting in. Very fine coating of Marmite. So you don't have to do that if you've got any aversions to Marmite. So it just gives it a different depth of flavour. You don't have to put pepper in. But like I explained this morning, I really like the pepper. Being parent is a must. Unless because you're in a different country, you can't get it there. Sorry. Didn't mean to rub it in. Now we take a little bit more of this water. Don't worry about if anything falls in, by the way. You're going to be using it in the same salt. The salt's going to be poured into the same bowl anyway. It's all going to be stirred, so it's not going to cause any problems. Really? Turn that right down to 1. Oh, you can smell out the imperials. Oh, can you smell it? Yes, you can. Definitely need an oven glove. Right, so mix this like this. Down on number 1, by the way. So while that's just sitting out of that, I'll just show you. Just showing you how soft it actually is. It's not, only squashable, which is, you see me cutting it earlier, you know how unsquashable it was. That's all you're doing. You're not taking away the complete mass. You don't want to, soak out all of the juice. Now look at them. Oh, don't they look good? Mixed vegetables. Somebody needs to get hold of Barbecue Boy and let him know this. Claire needs to see this. Because I think this is something that would really appeal to her. If you can hear me and you are able to send a message to Barbecue Boy on Discord, that would be great. Just put a bit of potato water in because it's starchy, it'll thicken it up slightly. Right, just excuse me while I'm going to send a quick message on Discord. Make an old man stare at the screen. I am an old man staring at the screen, but that isn't the point I was trying to make. Okay, yeah, good idea. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out what it is this bit. Okay. Well, that one mate. Okay, so I've just sent a message to Barbecue Boy. I bet you he doesn't get back to me. Yeah, it's not online either. Give it a bit of look. Nice and juicy. See how the water stops it from sticking to the pan? Doesn't get burned. Because that's going to be turned into the gravy in a minute. Potatoes softening up. They're going to probably need some more water. And they're ready to go in. So they can actually just go in here like this. Look at that colour. Beautiful yellow against everything else. Oh, so beautiful. Right, let me, I'm just going to do this in order to use the camera, I'm afraid. Thank you, thank you. I know, right? This is my problem, is I'm now tempted to take a bowl of this, stick it with that, and stick some of that on top and then just eat it. And that's my problem. When you can make food like this quickly and easily, and it's no stress, there's no hassle. You know, I leisurely did it this morning on stream. You've seen how easy it is. Then it seems silly because as much as I want to just literally devour that right now, with a little bit of this and a little bit of that, because I like my pavlines potatoes, it wouldn't be good for the stream because I wouldn't make any cottage pie. So a little well in the middle. Mix it into the moisture of the water. Now bear in mind, you've got moisture in the vegetables, you've got moisture in the turnips, you've got moisture now in the meat, which is your gravy. You need to make sure that, you know, you don't over gravy, because you just, don't get me wrong, some people love gravy, right? But the simple fact is, you can always put gravy on top. You can't take it out. Oh, somebody's just gone live. This is where I would normally stick onions in, but because we've already got a whole red onion in there, we do not need any more onion. But what we have got is a nice gravy on the top of it. I think it's a nasty smell coming from outside. It's not coming from outside, I don't know what it is. We'll turn that off for a minute. I'm guessing that's a whole lot better. So I'm not entirely sure how many people are here. But good evening, good evening. We are in the kitchen. And tonight we are doing cottage pie with the ingredients from Miss Latte, which are chickpeas, red onions and potatoes, and I've added mince, and I have added vegetables. However, that is not necessary, it's just because I had them in the fridge and I wanted to use them up. So as you can see, started putting them in the oven just to soften them and just get them all melded together, get them flavours together. Now, you could, if you really wanted to, make up a gravy right now with dried mushrooms and Marmite. If you don't like Marmite, you could always try Vegemite. It's very similar, but it's not quite the same. Little dash of salt and pepper. Mix it all up, stick it in a blender. That will give you a very rich and deep flavoured gravy that you could just pour straight over the top of this. And you can put your mashed potato on top, stick it in the oven for 10 minutes to warm up and melt the cheese, and then bring it out and you've got a nice vegetable cottage pie. Although, you know, after everything we've gone through to get the meat to where it is, would be a crying shame to do that now. What that thing's doing. That is where it's come from. Da, 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 da. So as you can see, I'm used to sort of touching these hot balls as they come out of the oven. And today I did it and I didn't quite realise how hot it was. And I held my fingers on it like this and for quite a bit of a time. I managed to burn right across the finger. Yeah, we can't see because of the light. It's too bright. So, see now. So yeah, now touching it's too hot. Oh, one chat's faster than the other. Sorry, everyone who's caught up. Yeah, you would mash the potatoes, and then obviously once the gravy and everything's in, it's all mixed up nicely. I'm just at the moment just mixing it to make sure it's all got a nice coating and it's nice and even mixed all the way around. You don't have to mix it quite this much, to be fair. This off now. Over here like this. Now, because this is, you know, I'm going to attempt to do everything so it's family and child friendly. I warn you now, I would normally put a good splash of red wine in the pan while I was cooking that. I'm really struggling not to eat that mince because that is nothing tastier than it. I would put a nice glug in while it was in the pan before I started the gravy. Oh, it's just mixed in. Yeah, it's all mixed together, all of it. Get a nice depth of flavour. Now you can see why it's not necessary to put absolutely mounds of potato on top. Don't get me wrong, if you haven't got the veg and you haven't got all the meat and you know you're just doing a vegetable one with 3 veg or whatever, something like that, then by all means mound the potatoes on. I've done it myself when I haven't got a lot else in and I need to bulk it out. Potatoes are very starchy, very filling and very, very good for you. Also can bind you up if you eat too much of it because of the starch, isn't it? See, now I would put more gravy in this, because this definitely needs it. Now bearing in mind that that's only just been sat there on the side, it's not anything in it, it's not dirty or anything, it's literally what I've just done the last gravy in. This, deglaze all the juices and the sauces off the pan. I know what you're all thinking, why is he using a wok pan? Because it's the best pan I've got and it's absolutely brilliant for what it does. And I think it was like £5 down at Tesco, so it's an absolute bargain. We won't go extravagant tonight. I was going to throw a little bit of saffron in there, but most people don't have saffron. Now you don't want it too thin, and you don't want it too thick. Now you got to remember, if it's too thin, even once it's cooked, it'll still be really too thin. If it's too thick, when you cook it, it'll dry out or it'll bubble over the top, and it just, yeah, it won't be enough in there. And you'll have to put more on top. bear in mind that some of your moisture will evaporate during the cooking process. I'm sure if you've ever used gravy before, you'll know what I'm on about. Just make sure they're not sticking to the bottom, which they're not. Kitchen, someone else is online as well. Oh, all the kitchens coming on at this time. Maybe I picked the best time to try and steal all the viewers before they come on. Kind of helps that I also prep my kitchen in the morning, so people don't have to wait around to watch me chopping. They can just come in the evening to see me make a meal. It might just be that it didn't look like a lot of gravy. I might be making too much now. But the simple fact is I don't have to pour it all in. Good evening. It gave me a notification saying somebody had just joined. So good evening, good evening. I don't know who it is, but welcome to the Jim's Kitchens. Tonight we are doing cottage pie, which is viewer's choice of ingredients. And then, like an ingredient you may have had that you don't know how to use, so you've had it covered for years, or something you just would like to find another way to incorporate into food. This evening's was Miss Latte's. Evening, Chris Shop. How you doing? So tonight was chickpeas, red onions and potatoes. So with 500 grams of mince and a few extra vegetables, we are making cottage pie. Well, welcome. I'm glad you're a fan. I'm afraid I don't understand that, my friend. And this just goes back in the oven. Just like that. I'm alright, not as much as I am. No, I didn't, not yet. I can do it for you now, give me 1 second. Roast parsnips, anybody? Can't wait to get my lips around them. What's on your plate? We'll stick it in there, shall we? There you go. I've uploaded it to my Discord and somebody else's. Apparently we have 3 followers now, 3 viewers now. So good evening, good evening. Welcome to the Ginger Kitchen. We are currently making cottage pie for viewer's choice evening, which was Miss Latte's choice this evening, of chickpeas that she didn't know how to use, or what to use them in, sorry. 1 red onion, and did you have preferred dip, or do you prefer ketchup? Not really. Sorry, just doing cottage pie with red onion, chickpeas, and potatoes. I've added a few extra veg for myself. People don't have to. Showed you up to the point where it's possible to make a vegetable version, and then you've got the meat version afterwards, which is what I'm making. So now we're just dealing with potatoes. We are going to carry on boiling them. A little bit of extra water, as soon as we need it. And then we're going to be compiling it. Now, the reason that the rest of it's in the oven is because it's cooked fine enough that by the time the potatoes are done, the Johnny Yorkshire pudding will be going in. And then by the time the Johnny Yorkshire pudding is done, so will this be. Da 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 da. More events below. Chris Jock has followed. Thank you for the follow, Chris Jock. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do I have a preferred dip or for the parsnips? No, I love them exactly as they are because they are sweet. Oh, they're just, by cooking them the way that I've just cooked them, it literally renders all of the sugars out of them and turns them sweet. So like you get this crispiness on the outside, and a little bit of chill, but then it's soft in the middle, and still hot. That was a bad idea. They might not make it to there. Yes, please. Squeeze me, squeeze me, squeeze me, squeeze me, darling. That's right, on music. Let's have a look what we've got. Oh. Oh. There we go. Guns in the background. Hopefully you can still hear me, and hopefully you can hear guns. And we have bubbles. Yeah, we have blast off. Okay, so them bubbles are only just coming up. There's really big bubbles here. So what thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it once more, maybe twice more, because it was a slow starter because it was really cold in the kitchen today and I didn't realise just how cold it was, so it was a very slow starter. So I'm going to give it one more fold and then I'm going to drop it in the other bowl. Yassi is on live. Oh, we could always go to Yassi. Yassi spaghetti. I could put it on the big screen. And don't panic, that's yesterday's and this will be tomorrow's before that even goes in, so it'll be the day after before it even gets eaten. I've just done the wrong thing there. Get ready for the fold. And big fold. This fold will knock it back just that little bit, but it also folds and bubbles into it, just trapping them inside. Remember, I don't really need it. I'm just folding it. Because my final shaping and proofing board is also my cooking board, I don't have to worry about knocking it back when I put it down next time. Remember rightly, this was yesterday's Wacky Wednesday. Just try one more, just to make sure they're okay. Yeah, they're okay. Definitely gonna need clink on tomorrow. Maybe need it tonight. Now it's airtight. That just goes in the fridge now till tomorrow. Check on the potatoes.
Oh, potato.
So, oh, that one had pepper on it. I can taste it. Miss Latte, did you see the sourdough starter? Look how beautiful that is right now. I don't know if you can see it though. There you go. All them bubbles. Active, live, happy, healthy. More active than I am. So it may look weird, but Rice Krispies is just exactly that. Crispy rice. Also make a very good crispy topping. So many breadcrumbs. Tried to get some panko breadcrumbs the other day while I was out shopping. Couldn't get any anywhere. just so you know, I am over grinding these ones because I've got the other half there, which I'm going to put in and do them rough ground now. But you want some that are fine enough that they soak up the gravy. It's just another everyday item that can be used in the kitchen for more than one job. Nice bit of rough ground breadcrumb. Instead, it's rice crumb, if you like. I mean, what you could do is take the other half of the loaf that's left over. And it's not overdone, like it's still got plenty of life left in it. And then slice it and dice it. Stick it in a pan. Not a pan. Well, you could do it in a pan. Just a dry pan or in the oven to dry it out. And literally, you could do this to crumb it. That wouldn't be an issue at all. Potatoes are nearly done. Potato. Parsnips are nearly all gone. Just putting the cheese for the top now, by the way. Anybody who's been to my stream before will know that I do not have a cheese grater. I just use my knife. There's your flavour bombs. There's your actual grated cheese. And there's your breadcrumb. You've got to remember there's two different types of potato. You've got a new potato, which is going to be slightly harder. And then you got my spider, which is always going to be soft and fluffy. These, however, need another couple of minutes. So, guys. Better if she was here, DJ, wouldn't it? Live in the background. Boom! That's perfect timing for the drop. Taking a picture, sorry. Go. There we go. Good evening, anybody who's just joined us. You've come to the Ginger Kitchens. We are listening to guns and all in the background while we are making cottage pie, giant Yorkshire pudding, and I've almost eaten the roast potatoes. We've got fresh sourdough going with it, sour bread that can go with it. And we've got a fresh sourdough that we've just put in the fridge, which is now resting, and will stay there for at least 4 to 6 hours, possibly a little bit longer. Because I'm shouting and I can hear myself shouting. So keep moving the shelves around. Well, let's make do with what I've got. Yo, barbecue boy, how you doing? Do you like to see it so far? I know, right? I can tell you now, decidedly, it smells absolutely gorgeous. Evening, Lindy. Good to see you here. Glad you're in the chat. It's been a bit closer for you. So you can see what it's looking like so far. Nice bit of gravy on top. Minced beef. There's more vegetables in there than Daft Mick. If you go on your Discord or mine, there's your average loaf. You know, just there's no comparison. Sourdough. Well, good evening, Lindy. We are doing viewer's choice tonight, which means that earlier in the week I asked a viewer, which was actually Ms. Latte, as it happens, if they've got anything in their cupboards that they don't know how to cook, or don't know how to use, or anything that they've got left over that they just don't have anything to pair with it. Yeah, you can pay the Uber bill. And Ms. Latte had a tin of chickpeas, a red onion, and some potatoes. So, with a little bit of mincemeat. Didn't need to have the mincemeat, by the way, just like to add. It also didn't need to have all the extra veggies that I put in. I just did that because I'm greedy and I had some over that needed to be used up. If you got up to the point where you're just about to put the beef in, instead of putting the beef in, do a dried mushroom and Marmite broth. Stick that in instead, and then just put the potato over the top of that. And then you've got a full vegetable cottage pie. But obviously, I love the meat, so it's going in. Get through partly. Now, while this is out and it's sat here, it's not actually doing any harm. And I could stick it in the oven anyway. But I'm just waiting for the potatoes. Once the potatoes are done, this will go in, and it'll also, the giant Yorkshire pudding is going to go in. Now, the reason that's so important is, once the Yorkshire pudding goes in that oven, I cannot open it until the Yorkshire pudding is done. Now, the giant Yorkshire pudding takes about 15 to 20 minutes. That's a long time not to open an oven when you've got other stuff in there. Oh, barbecue boy, we're listening to guns in the background, by the way. If you're looking at ain't cooking, that is definitely true when it comes to Yorkshire puddings. But the pan we use is a giant Yorkshire pudding pan. It's like this. So I think you've seen me use it as a loaf pan before. And I did roast potatoes, however, not roast potatoes, roast parsnips, however, Ms. Latte made me eat them all. She didn't make me eat them all. That would be an out lie. But I did eat quite a few of them, I'm afraid. Along with the first giant Yorkshire pudding that I made earlier. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can definitely. You can definitely freeze it. It's just when you bring it out of the freezer, the structural integrity means it won't last as long. That could last me up to a week, minimum 10 days. I would wrap it in baking paper, but I only unwrapped it earlier because I had a slice, obviously. I couldn't be happier with the way it came out. Sorry, roast parsnips, anybody? Pretty much a British thing, I think, or a northern thing. Let's see how active my. I've turned the light out, otherwise you can't see it properly. But if I hold up to this one here, you see all the bubbles in it? You can see how active it is? There you go. That's the the active live sourdough yeast. I know, right? I was telling Miss Latte earlier, because I used to live out in the fields, out in the sticks where the fields are. The farmers used to get paid for certain shapes and sizes of parsnips and carrots, and we used to know them all because we used to help out on the land. So we were allowed to take as many as we liked. And when the parsnip season came around the first time, I literally filled carrier bags, like shopping bags, filled with these parsnips. Just went home and just ate up trays of roast parsnips because I love the taste, especially when they're roasted because it sweetens them. And everybody kept saying, "Oh, you'll make yourself sick if you eat too many of those." You know what? 3 months went past, and I still didn't get sick of them. Still love them. Time to just stream start, barbecue boy. Is there anything else in the audience or anybody that would like to, any of the viewers that would like to know how to do something, cook something, or anything you've tried to cook perhaps didn't come out as well as you had hoped? Been there. Welcome to the jungle. Is there anything anybody would like to know about before I turn the kettle on? I'm just supposed to make myself a coffee. Only my second one of the day, but that's fine. It's not a problem. Normally I have 3 by this point. I'm on next tomorrow, ironically enough. Friday is my guest night, so they'll either use up leftovers or I make something fresh. I have a friend called Del Boy who comes over with his partner. Still come over during COVID because obviously, you know, you're allowed to have people in your close personal bubble. We do shopping together for other people, so we're always together anyway. So he comes over, but he's very fussy. If it's not filled with sugar or anything like that, then, you know, he's not bothered. Well, the time that I've set on there isn't the time I actually start. I start at 5:30, so I don't know why. I think I just misclicked the time on it. But I normally start a bit early, so between 5 and 5:30ish. And yes, I have got a kilo of ground coffee, by the way. For those of you that are now looking at the camera going, is that really what I think it is? Cocktail time. Yeah, you know what? I ran out of cocktails last night drinking along with guns. Which wasn't a great idea when you got to stream the next day. I was supposed to be streaming at 8 o'clock this morning. And because I was still talking to guns at 5:30, or 4:30, sorry. And then my kids after that, because they decided to call as well because I was still awake. Didn't leave a lot of time for sleep. So I pushed it back to 10 o'clock. I know, right? What is it they say on How I Met Your Mother? Nothing good happens after 3 a.m. Yeah. Seemed like a good idea at the time. It's a bit like when I'm pouring my third coffee of the day. It seems like a good idea, but it really isn't. It's normally about 9 o'clock at night, keeps me awake till the next week. Canada, welcome, welcome. How are you doing this evening? Cold, why's that? You outside, I'm guessing? I would hope. It's not that cold, come on. Oh yeah, you've got to have a walk, you're going to be a little bit nippy. Right, so when you're doing giant Yorkshire puddings, Miss Latte, you want to know, anybody that's actually wants to know, but specifically you because you asked me about them, you're the reason I'm making them. And yes, it did just burn my finger. For the second time today, doing really well. So, when you put the oil in, and you put it in the oven, and the tray's in the oven, it has to heat up to about 220 to 225 degrees. Now, when you first turn it on to 230 to 235, because when you open the oven, you're going to lose temperature. And obviously when you close it up, turn it back down, hot and spitting, that's correct. The way to check is it should be just about starting to smoke, the oil. It should be just about to start to burn. Pull it out, you want to throw that stuff in, and oh my god. For those of you that went to this morning's stream, and for those of you that have never thought of it before, get yourself a protein shaker, put your Yorkshire pudding mix in once you've mixed it, obviously, to leave it in the fridge to set, and when you need it, you can simply mix it up, and then you've got yourself a perfect pouring spout. Well, I'm glad you came to this, even though you're outside, I'm glad you turned up as well. What are you cooking, Miss Latte? Are you going to try and do Yorkshire pudding now? That would be awesome. You didn't do that. I half expect this stream to get banned, Barbecue Boy, because I'm playing guns in the background. Surely you can't be that bad, Miss Latte. Now, I don't know about all of you, however, when I do my mashed potato, I like lashings of butter. One second, I'll leave that. Wash my hands. Problem is once you do get big enough, I know your videos get trolled by Twitch, they'll then remove your earlier ones and you'll lose your early streams. Like you'll lose your starting streams, and that's never a good place to be. Man after my own heart. Woman after my own heart, sorry. A potato ricer. Now I have a masher. Ricer, no. If you want the smoothest mash, just get a mixer. Like a hand mixer. That shit's banging. And if you really want the best kind of mash, you also want to be sticking Philadelphia in it. Oh, that's not what's banging. If you care to explain, Canada. I know, right? This is skin on mash, by the way. Not lumpy mash, but skin on mash, because I like to leave the skins on as many of my vegetables as possible. Because what people don't realise is there's a hell of a lot of nutrients in the skin. The Chuck Norris of patties. See, after kneading bread all day every day, or all day, all morning I should say, this is nothing. Oh, we put another sourdough loaf in to prove. Provided it comes out alright, that'll be getting delivered to somebody tomorrow, or may just get stolen by my guests tomorrow night. Evening Guns, how you doing? I don't know how to do shout outs, guys, so, you know. Otherwise, I'll give you all a shout out right now. Three cameras. You're streaming today in 3 minutes, apparently. It's alright, it's always late. For those of you who just arrived, we're doing cottage pie. Let me bring it in so you can have a closer look. This is where we've got to so far. So a nice bit of gravy in there, nice vegetables. Nice and juicy. There is so many vegetables in there, barbecue boy, that Claire could not deny it. I'm telling you. If she said she didn't like it, she'd have to be lying through her teeth. And for those of you that haven't been here all day, thank you for coming this evening. If you want any information on updates of what we did this morning, preparing for this, feel free to ask Miss Larter. She's been with me for most of the day. Barbecue boy popped in earlier for a little bit. It's nice to see him on the stream. Guns, I don't know if you can hear it, but this is you playing in the background. I hope you don't mind. Probably going to get my own stream banned. Or at least muted. You're a regular feature on my streams, I'm afraid. I know, right? I got my towel this evening. Won't be eating that anymore. Funky breadcrumbs. Generous helping in the breadcrumbs. What happens is it'll help soak up any of the juice that comes over the top. And when you put the cheese on, it'll soak up any of the oils that come out of the cheese. So kind, Guns. You're so kind. These go on as like flavour pockets, so they're like thicker and heavier. When you stick the mozzarella over the top, it gives it a nice stringy texture. Because, as barbecue boy will know, you can never have too much cheese. Does Claire like cheese though? Because it is very heavy on the cheese on the top. But I mean, like I said, she can have it without the meat as well. Who doesn't? We're just trying to agree whether Claire would eat this happily without complaining. Anybody who wants to watch Barbecue Boy when he goes live, if and when he goes live. If I am still live, I will be putting up in the bottom corner as I did the other day. I break all of the copyright rules, I think. Right, so that's your cheese on top. Give you obviously a nice cheesy flavour. Okay. Then, I love this part by the way. Just like to say, Guns, you absolutely smashed it out of the park last night. Like, well and truly had me on my feet. Absolutely loved every second of it. Breadcrumb on the top gives it a nice crispy top. and throw it back to you. By the way, Oasis, one of my biggest, I'm one of their biggest fans ever. I've got all their songs. So anytime you want to play the Oasis, or any 80s music really, I'm just old. Alright, now this just goes in like this. But goes in for the next 15 minutes. Because so does this. Now what we need to hope is that this doesn't drip on top of the ox pudding. Oh, the flavour will be beautiful. See the smoke, Miss Latte? That's what you want. It goes like that. And that's in there for 15 minutes, guys, or until it's, golden brown, as they call it. Golden brown. Right, now I get to have my coffee. I need a holiday after all this. See, now, but that's it. I mean, I've been streaming now hour and a half, and I've spent more time fanning around than I have cooking. Actually, I've meant to spend more time eating parsnips than I have cooking. Anybody want a coffee? Are you ready yet, Barbecue Boy, to go live? You on again tonight at 11, aren't you, Guns? The chat seems to have gone dead. No, it is my chat. You just not gone quiet on me. Yeah, he needs a mod. But he needs a mod in the kitchen, Guns, not on his stream. That's alright. Thank you very much for stopping by, though, Guns. I really do appreciate it. You have no idea how much I'm glad you came. Good to see you in stream. Ruined. So normally, if you ask me his latte, normally I have it black, but I want to drink it quicker, and it's screaming hot. I don't normally have sugar either. As much as I love that drop. No, you know what? Sugar isn't okay. I don't have a lot of sugar in my diet. I don't even put sugar in my yeast. For the love of all things good. I make lattes, but I make cold lattes for the fridge. Didn't set the countdown timer, did I? This could be drastic. So we'll go for 12.5 minutes because I think it's been in there about 2.5 minutes. Oh, there we go. I can give you a oven cam. Can't zoom in, but see how it's rising up the sides? And you got your butt up. Getting all bubbly and lovely, bring the temperature back down. Right? And that's only just started. There's a lot of people on right now, to be fair. I'm thinking about starting my stream at like 5, so it's just half an hour earlier. And then I don't have to worry about, bumping into this barbecue boy, because I'm running 15 minutes behind. So in the time scale, I should be pretty much almost done by now. The difference is that when I finish, I will have 3 pans and a bowl to wash off. Didn't you use a pudding tin? Giant pudding tin. Giant Yorkshire pudding. The Pierre de la Resistance. Easy. Dead and easy. Can I check my Discord? Yeah, I can check mine. I can. Ah. Wow, how did you do that? And thank you, by the way. Now how do I get that? There we go. Open original. Zoom in. Save image as. What does it need to be saved as? PNG? Wow. Thank you very much. Overlay. Just put it on top. Okay. So my elements are up here. I've got 2 screens. Just to wind barbecue boy up, It helps when you used to be a tech and you can jury rig some. But I do mainly hardware now. I kind of fell behind on software about 10 years ago. I stopped even looking at it. I used to be able to do code and write scripts. I have a clue now. Now I'm like those old men who look through the glasses at the screen. Does it say overlay or would it just come up as an image? So let's try that. Brilliant. Did I do it? Kind of did it. Right, so I need to. Well, I'm good with that, but my face isn't in it. move it around. Oh, gone. Alright, okay. Like the way you say that now, I have no idea how to go back. Oh, okay. Right, let's try that again, sorry. Try again. Make it upward, showing default, browse. Make it full screen. Right, how do I make it full screen then? Just double click the image and pick transform. Now right click, transform. Transform. Fit the screen, I'm guessing. Remove. Hey, well done. I'm not sure where the fourth camera comes in. Bit of a line in the middle of your face, but that's fine. Thank you very much. So I figured something to put out there, some information, so we can just drop the camera down a bit smaller. I appreciate that. That's really handy. It looks a lot better. Chat now. There it is. That's alright. Like a fridge open. Oh, you gotta see it, you gotta see it, you gotta see it. Yeah, the heat flares out the camera too much. Hey, Barbecue Boy finally made it online, guys. Okay, let me have a look, Ginger. Up there. Go up here, go image, choose file, Ginger. There we go. Boom. Thank you very much. That's brilliant. Thank you so much. You're an absolute superstar, Guns. I hope you know that. Absolute superstar. Now, you ready for this, Guns? That's really weird. I can't actually see what that says. I love it. Absolutely love it. Like I say, I used to be really good at all that sort of stuff. And then, yeah, I kind of got away from the computers and started just doing like the hardware. Like I have a full workbench and rework station in the other room. I can strip down a phone, I can strip down a computer, I can take out all the minute MSDs, the micro SDs and all the little chips and stuff. And I can trace down a blown board, but now when it comes to software, I just haven't got the brain power I used to have, I don't think. Sorry, Guns, need to turn you off in order to hear Barbecue Boy as well. Yeah. Yeah, it's just memory muscle, just gotta, redo it. Once I do something a few times, I remember. Like, importing items into the actual OBS in order to get them up on the stream is one of the things that, one of the first things I learned. Not yet, still got another 3 minutes to go. Woo, it's huge. That's what she said. You see the size of that, guys? That's what she said. Is there a reason we can't hear him?
Do you know what? I should try that again. I'll start that again. I'll start that again. Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Barbecue Boy channel. Fucking hell. Can you hear me okay? Can I be heard? Am I actually being heard on this Thursday evening? Let me load up the chat.
Welcome.
Full-time and twitching, full-time working and twitching is not a good marriage.
I can certainly fix the gap, give me one moment.
Because everything's a rush, There we go, I think we're sorted. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully this radio mic is working. Is it working across the board? Merry fucking December! And all that. What are we on, the 3rd? 4th? It's December.
See you in a bit, guys. Thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you very much for my order.
That's why it ends.
Absolutely
That's why it ends here. It's a small, everyone. It's a small Christmas jumper. Who is here? Guns! Guns is here from the off. Welcome, Guns. Have you just got up? Have I just woken you up? Violated sign. Welcome to the Barbecue Boy channel.
I don't know what that
How is everyone on what I am calling Thirsty Thursday, but I've suddenly realised looking at Twitch, everyone who streams on a Thursday pretty much calls their stream Thirsty Thursday, so I need to get a little bit more original. The only reason I call it Thirsty Thursday is because I'm going to make a cocktail every Thursday. I get excited because Thursday's the first day of the week when I can have a proper drink. Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday off, that's the government advice, right? 3 days off a week of the booze, and then get absolutely shit-faced for the rest of the time. That's the plan. Miss Latte! How you doing? How you doing, Canada? Very funny. Keep it down, people are trying to cook. Yes. 30-something Thursday, Swappo. That works. 30 Thursday. Swappo Toppo, welcome. Canada, welcome. Miss Latte, welcome. The Ginger Kitchen, if he's still streaming, he's on one screen showing you how it should be done. I'm on the other, setting fire to the whole fucking world. I think that's what's going down. Is it the FCN? Welcome, mate. How you doing? Grantaram? Welcome.
Yeah, it is.
We're getting the festive spirit. I'm thinking about getting one of these jumpers made that says, "Dear Santa, Guns made me do it." I think we could get. I think there'd be a market for that, Guns. I'm taking 10% if you add that to your merch.
Right now, I need to go and wash my hands.
I might get one made. I'll try and get one made for one of our Sunday streams. Right, guys, it's been 3. I know I did have a shot of tequila on Tuesday night, but that barely touched the sides, so I am gasping for an alcoholic beverage.
Gasping.
So tonight, we're making, the recipe said gin porn cocktails. It's not as sexy as it sounds. It's basically pomegranate, gin, soda water, and a slice of lemon. What is pornographic about that? I don't know. But it looks attractive, doesn't it? As a stream title, anything with porn is gonna grab the attention, isn't it? Dom974, I'm glad you're hungry because we've got a feast. We've got a feast for your eyes and your ears tonight. Welcome, mate. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, Sloppo Joppo, gin porn. Don't Google gin porn. It'll come up with all sorts of
Don't Google that. It's not what you think it is.
filth. All sorts. Ginger Kitchen. Ginger Kitchen, I'm now currently streaming on 2 streams.
You are indeed.
To anyone who's watching the Ginger Kitchen, hello, welcome. Stay there, watch me via his channel. Ginger will show you how to cook. I will show you how not to cook. But I'm very confident today, guys, because I'm making Claire prawn po buns. She's not really into me, so I've made her something, you know,
It's so
that I actually
exciting.
enjoy because we've had a couple of low scores,
Shove it in
right?
my
The
face.
cake got a 4. What else did I cook? I've got stream grain.
15 minutes earlier like I was supposed
Something
to,
else
we
got
would be eating
5.
by now.
Whatever I cooked got 5. A 5 and a 4. I've got to recover. So we're cooking prawns. What
Right,
could
so
possibly
shout out.
go wrong?
How do I...
What else are we cooking?
20%,
Oh, and some
how do I
caramelised
just
carrots,
do this?
right? We're aiming high. We're aiming high. Thank you, FCN. This actually belongs to my wife, hence why it ends there. I think it's a small. I've got about 12 Christmas jumpers in the shed. There will be. Do you know what, guys? After Claire gave me the quesadillas, that was it. The quesadillas. They got a 5 on Tuesday night. They weren't the best. And can I just say that wasn't my fault? I followed the recipe to the T. It was just a shit recipe in the Weber cookbook. I love Weber. Don't get me wrong. I love a
Tongue's not the
Weber.
problem.
I
We're
love the
stuck on
Weber.
way
But
down.
the recipe for the quesadillas didn't have enough chicken and didn't have enough cheese. Nowhere near enough cheese. Woeful. Anyway, enough of this. Let's pour a drink. If you're watching tonight, if it's the morning, afternoon or evening, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, right?
See if
Get a
we can drink
glass,
together, shall we?
get a beer, crack open the lid, put an ice cube in a glass, pour over some vodka, maybe some soda.
Ah,
Enjoy,
secret
because I'm about to
plan.
make porn gin
Porn.
cocktails.
Gin.
Porn gin cocktails. We're drinking London Dry Gin tonight, Bloom's London Dry Gin, because we've drank the other gin that our friends purchased.
I
We've
was
got
just
some
trying to see if
soda
it worked, but it didn't work. It didn't
We've
work,
got
Miss
2
Lamb.
glasses. Let's see, let's go to here, shall I? So you can have...
It's coming,
If you
it's
want a
coming, I
top shot
promise.
of what a cocktail looks like to make,
See, I started
You can
drinking
have a look
again,
up
so
there.
I'm not pissed.
Milo, welcome man, welcome to the Chaotic Kitchen, thank you for stopping by. Schweppes, Sloppo Topo. I know man, it's got to be fevertree these days, right? But my corner shop only had Schweppes. So, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? In fact, one of the first, I think it was maybe the first night I met Guns, we went to a gin tasting event. It was very romantic. Fevertree is the best brand to have, honestly. We went to a Fevertree tasting session and they basically told us why it was so good, and it's because they use more quinine in the tonic, which is like really important for gin. Schweppes don't use as much quinine. Okay, Sloppo Topo, I thought you were giving me stick for Schweppes. Schweppes is fine, it's just not as good as Fevertree. Allegedly. If either of those companies want to sponsor me, I'm really happy to push whichever one's offering up the deal.
In fact,
Milo,
if they both want to
Milo.
sponsor him, you'll push
Where's
them
the
both.
Fevertree? I know. That move. Right, look, what else do we need? Some chunky ass ice cubes.
Hello, Claire.
I've got a
There in my
really shit
shirt?
cocktail mixer. I really want a decent cocktail mixer. We're going to put some chunky chunky ice cubes. That's the size of ice cube you want. To be fair, it's about 2 degrees out here. It's freezing, so I probably don't need the ice cubes. But fuck it.
You do not need the ice cubes,
Some
barbecue
gin.
boy. You all ready for this?
Soda tasting session.
One giant Yorkshire
Come and
pudding.
taste fizzy water.
Feast
It
your
was
eyes
in a
on
deli,
that
wasn't it?
bad
A
boy.
really fancy deli. Basically, the trick is I've decided, I know a few weeks ago I was using a spoon to measure out my quantities of alcohol. I've decided that was a stupid idea, and instead, just do it by sight in a rather large shot glass.
There you go.
That'll do.
Thank you very much.
Bit of gin. A generous glug of gin. What else do we want in there? Oh, some really fresh, just squeezed pomegranate.
Nice big
Bit of
basket.
Bit of pomegranate juice in your gin porn. Gin for the ginge. That's exactly it. A ginge and tonic, if you will, Sopo Topo.
A ginger and tonic.
A lovely little ginge and tonic. What else do I want? Just gonna put a little bit of lemon on the side. Why not? Fucking force it on the side. I'm gonna cut it. I need a knife. Let's put that on the side, just so it looks classy. Claire will think it's all nice and classy if I add a bit of lemon to it. Okay. What else? I'm missing something. Bit of soda water. Maybe I should have put less pomegranate juice in. Maybe that was the key.
He's missing something.
Hey, Milo, thanks for the sub, man. Thank you very much. Much appreciated,
Ginger
mate.
tonic, alright?
Merry December. It's too early to say Merry Christmas, isn't it? Guys, I think I've got the ratios of pomegranate to soda water fucked up here. I think there should have been less pomegranate juice and more soda water. But sod it. Let's give it a
now you're
stir.
swearing on 2 streams.
Let's give it a little stir.
Somebody tell him off for swearing.
The Ginger Kitchen gave me a telling off for using the same knives and forks for multiple things, chopping chicken and things, which he was right to do. So I've now got off screen everything I need that I can just grab at a moment's notice. All we're in, we've got a gin.
Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate you being here.
Right,
Somebody
guys,
was asking me earlier
let's have a
to
little
see
taste of this gin porn jobby, shall we? There's a little close-up. There's a little close-up.
Lindy, are you still here? Or have you gone over to Barbecue Boy?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, look at this. Look at this little... Look at that classy little number.
Lindy.
Oh.
Yeah, Lindy Lou.
I tell you what, if I close my eyes, I could be in an all-inclusive hotel in Tenerife right now. Maybe a 3-star. All you can drink. That is the taste of bargain holidays, guys. Cheers and Merry December the 3rd or whatever it is. Woo! Strong. We're going to get through a few of those tonight because that is very quaffable.
So Lindy Lou, I'm getting it.
I need to go and
dump it.
I need to just quickly
Inside
deliver
my
this
bowl.
to my wife.
I hope you put in bowl.
I'll be back in 2 ticks.
Oh, the silence. He's forgotten something again.
Here you go. Enjoy this. The taste of Tenerife.
Taste of Tenerife. Oh, he's got to give a drink to Claire.
Delicious stuff. Claire's just said that doesn't look very nice. So we're already in the bad books. But in positive news, it's only up from here, right? Things can only get better from this moment.
That's what he thinks.
Oh, maybe put a bit too much gin there, but Guns will be here on Sunday in the kitchen. The big reunion, as we're calling it from now on. Just now, I've made that up just now. Guns and Rosses, welcome to the jungle. On Sunday, Guns, the Guns, yes, the Guns, Twitch sensation. Guns will be here. Friends with Byron and Sarah Tucker. She will be in my kitchen. So join us on Sunday at 4 o'clock. Guns, if there's any specific cocktail you want me to cook, you don't cook cocktails, Ross, you twat. You make a cocktail.
Guys.
If there's anything you want, Guns, just let me know and I will whip it up.
See how it's soaked up?
Envy, the birthday boy is in the house! Envy, happy big 5-0 for yesterday, mate.
Right.
Hope it went well. I go to bed at basically 10 o'clock at night. I only catch.
Just need to
Like last night I went to bed at maybe 10 past 11, so I caught a bit of it. Caught up a bit today. Envy, thank you for stopping by.
Look at that, alright?
The
Look at that, guys. Nice crispy look.
It doesn't
The
seem
crunch
to
from the
taste
actual
great
breadcrumb.
either. Good luck. Rosa's Bulletin. Welcome,
cheese.
Rosa's Bulletin. Thanks for
This is
stopping
the gravy.
by.
See what I mean by not having too much gravy? The guys that
This
come
is
over the
very
sides
drinkable.
didn't come over, look.
It's just not a winter
Came up.
cocktail, do you know what I mean?
Almost
it's like
came
fucking
over,
1
look.
degree
Oh.
Celsius here, right?
Oh yeah, almost.
It's
Not quite.
freezing. And this tastes of an all-you-can-eat buffet in some sort of resort hotel in Spain.
Now.
Like Ribena. Got the 3rd star for the hairdryer in the bathroom. 3 stars. Yeah, it's the Clacton-on-Sea of cocktails. But very drinkable. Very drinkable. Gin will warm you up fast. Yeah, exactly. If I drink enough of this, Violated.
There we go, Lindy.
Was it chaos last night?
I was wondering where you'd got to.
I caught a glimpse. Guns, did you play?
Besides that,
Avengers
Giant
tracks
Yolk's put it
last
for you.
night?
It's a perfect
Thank
bowl.
you for rejecting Sarah Trucker to come and join Twitch's other sensation.
Huh?
Not this. Clearly not this. Clearly not this. Is the mic rubbing against my Adam's apple? Is the mic rubbing against my Adam's apple? Rosa's Bulletin, thank you. Rosa's Bulletin. Everyone should pour themselves a little drink. Envy, I hope the head's okay. Did you hit it large on your birthday? I'm sorry I only stopped by for 10 minutes, but I would have, well, we can always celebrate on Sunday as well, Envy, can't we? We can always celebrate on Sunday. Birthdays should be week-long celebrations.
They are in Britain.
Where's Bubbles? Welcome to the Chaotic Kitchen, mate. How are you doing today? Oh, is that right, Sopo Topo? Sopo Topo, she's turning down a Grammy-nominated artist to come and stand next to a Royal Television Society award winner. I've got about 3 awards on the shelf, all for the same film. I've not won a BAFTA yet, though. I haven't won a BAFTA yet. We're still chasing the BAFTA. I've got an RTS. Exactly, Guns. We haven't embraced in over a month. And actually, technically, we're still not allowed to embrace because of the COVID thing. We'll wear bin bags.
You can't embrace. Oh my god. As long as it's within your extended family or your bubble.
Nominated, Guns. Stop hanging out with the nominees and
She's
keep
in his
hanging out
bubble.
with some of the winners.
So as you can see, normally guys I would put like that whole section in and I would fill it up and I would gorge out on it. However, I have eaten so many parsnips and I've already eaten a giant Yorkshire pudding today just before the stream started.
So tonight we're making spice glazed carrots on the barbecue, and we're going to have that with some po' boy.
So I don't want as much as I would normally have, but let me give you a close up.
So that is prawns marinated in sort of like a spicy mayonnaise with lettuce, tomato,
layer of mash.
If this doesn't win Claire over,
nice crispy cheese on top.
Not even Ginger Kitchen shepherd's pie.
Not shepherd's, it's cottage.
What do I need?
Well, there we go, guys.
The Bunsen burner is coming out, of course. Come on. Oh, you will be pleased to hear, everyone. I've finally ordered a like a portable hob thing. I've ordered a portable electric hob.
Oh
so this,
electric.
I think it'll be here by Sunday. So this could be the last time, guys, we see this in the chaotic kitchen.
There it
That's
is.
emotional, isn't it? That's a sad thing.
Cottage pie, the giant Yorkshire pudding, the roast parsnips.
Cottage pie. Was it shepherd's pie? Was it shepherd's pie, Miss Latte?
No, it's cottage pie, not shepherd's pie.
Yeah, Guns, don't overwork. Yes, Sloppo. Yes, I am. A homemade version of that sauce. Can I just say, actually, Sloppy Topo, it's probably the most involved sauce I've ever made. I think, how many ingredients are there in it? There's about 7 or 8 ingredients in this sauce. Remoulade. How are we
Right,
pronouncing
guys.
that? How are we pronouncing that?
There's that.
MV, do what you got to do, mate. You know I'll be here in the next few hours.
Next 5 hours.
I'm going to try not to do anything about Twitch music or anything. Guns, just come over here. Let's have a bit of Christmas fun. Chill out. I'll do all the Twitch stuff. You can just stand here getting pissed. Just copy what your doll's been doing, yeah? Copy what the doll's been doing for the last 4 months. Just sit here looking a bit deflated, but with a smile on your face. That's
just
what we're
so you
looking
know,
for.
like, get a nice bit of crunch.
Did I pronounce it okay?
On the outside.
Is that okay?
So it's nice and fluffed up in the middle.
Sloppy Topo, it's rare for you to say anything complimentary to me. So are you just leading me astray? Are you just, is this a red herring? Guns, you're going to enjoy the stream. On Sunday we are making some solid cheese chili hot dogs and some banana splits. Come on, fucking hell, what's not to like about that? Everything's phallic shaped.
Anytime, Dylan, anytime.
In honour of you, Guns, everything is phallic shaped on Sunday.
I will be uploading photos
with sausage
and we'll be
I need to boil some
uploading
water.
the recipe.
I'm going to boil some water.
The giant Yorkshire pudding. And I mean, I can do the recipe for this, but realistically, this is fairly basic, so I can write it out for you anyway. I've already written the recipe out for your giant Yorkshire pudding.
Ginger Kitchen had a good idea. I know. I had a lovely 3-hour call last night with the Food Experiment. If you guys don't follow Food Experiment, do follow the Food Experiment on Twitch.
Shouted my name out.
So we had a Discord Skype chat thing last night because he was just giving me some hints and tips and advice. And he suggested, Guns, I just use your music as my or I ask you if I can use your music as my playlist because you've cleared it all. I hope, right?
No, she hasn't.
Switch, my man. Thanks for the sub. 2 months sub.
Just so you know, whoever didn't see his chat there, I said, I bet you she hasn't, and then she put, I haven't.
Man, thanks. I appreciate that. We're going to have loads of Bratverse, Guns. It is going to be Bratverse Sunday. There's going to be so much sausage wafting around this
That's me done for tonight. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you again tomorrow night when I should have a guest round, or 2 guests round. And we're going to raid Clearly Barbecue Boy. I'm going to go pick out.
If you do brats, you've got to boil them in lager with onions and then throw them on the grill. Sloppo Topo, that sounds fucking brilliant.
All I would expect anybody to do here is cover that tinfoil.
Discord me the
wait
recipe
until it
for
cools down, guys.
Because at the moment I was just going to grill on the barbecue.
Don't just cover it straight away, because if you do,
I love my sausage
all the
dipped
moisture
in
will make it
lager.
go soft. Now, if you don't want it so brown,
To have your sausage.
or slightly so cooked, don't put it in at the same time as the Yorkshire pudding.
2020 delivery sounds
Just put it in after the Yorkshire pudding's done and then wait 5 minutes. Once it's cooled down, you can stick it. I've got a lid that goes on top.
What's the worst that could happen on Sunday, guys? Huh?
Once it's cooled down,
sausage
and then
gang.
it'll
Oh,
just
fucking
store.
hell.
Now, I'll portion that up.
Oh, fuck, it's on.
I'll take some to the gentleman around the corner. No doubt, I guess we'll try some tomorrow night, knowing them too.
The stream is so much more fun when I know
until then, guys,
actually watching
stay safe, stay happy, stay.
And it means a lot. So
look after yourselves.
We're making a ginger man.
Make sure you're always safe and well. And I will see you soon. Let's go raid this guy.
I need to just boil this water.
Crazy.
So first of all, guys, you've got to remember I'm trying to do a cooking stream. We're about to boil up the carrots. We're going to part boil them.
Pan blanche.
And then we're going to cool them down so they don't cook any further. Then we're going to cover
Maybe I should just leave him on the screen like this and I could just give him a running commentary.
But we're going to put the barbecue and the prawns on the barbecue at the same time because they both...
Bon appetit, guys. Have a good evening. Thank you all very much for coming. And I hope to see you all on the next one. And I will send you all a link to my Discord. which isn't finished, by the way, by
Shit,
any
look at
means
that.
whatsoever. But there is a few chat channels there, and a what you eating and what you
Is
baking
this how it
channel.
ends?
So,
Is this how it ends? Is this how the stream ends?
hopefully I'll see you all soon.
Oh, fuck. That is not safe. Do not try this at home. You just got to be really gentle. Just got to be really gentle. On no other cooking stream will you see the cook so afraid of his appliances. It's like... Oh, man. The Ginger Kitchen! In the house, the Ginger Kitchen. Please, someone tell me how we can give a shout out to the Ginger Kitchen. Ginger Kitchen, I hope you're